Hey everyone, welcome back to Brain Boost Lab. Today, we're diving into Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones by James Clear. This book is packed with powerful insights on how to shape your life through small, consistent habits. We'll cover the key concepts, explore the science behind habit formation, and share practical strategies you can apply to build good habits, break bad ones, and make lasting change in your life. If you're ready to transform your habits, let's get started. Atomic Habits is built on the idea that small habits, when done consistently, compound over time to create significant changes. James Clear explains that improving by just 1% each day might seem small, but over time, those tiny gains add up to remarkable results. This principle is known as the compound effect. Imagine trying to improve by 1% every day for a year. By the end, you'd be nearly 37 times better than when you started. Similarly, if you get 1% worse each day, you'd decline almost to zero. This concept shows us that small actions really do matter, and they can either work for us or against us. So, small changes can have an enormous impact. To understand habits, Clear introduces the habit loop, a 4-step cycle that underpins every habit. First step is cue. This is the trigger that initiates the habit. It could be seeing your phone, which cues you to check social media. Second step is craving. The cue creates a craving, a desire to change your state. You might crave distraction or entertainment. Third step is response. This is the actual habit you perform, like picking up your phone and opening Instagram. Finally, you receive a reward, which satisfies the craving. In this case, it might be relief from boredom. Understanding this cycle helps us see how habits form and why they stick. By manipulating different parts of the habit loop, we can build new habits or disrupt old ones. The 4 laws of behavior change are the foundation for creating new habits and breaking old ones. Clear uses these laws as a framework to explain how to build good habits and eliminate bad ones. Each law has actionable strategies, and we'll go through them one by one. The first law is make it obvious. We can't act on a habit if we're not aware of it. Here are some strategies to make habits more obvious. Implementation intentions. This is about stating when and where you'll perform a habit. Clear says to use a formula, I will behavior at time in location. For example, I will go for a run at 6 a.m. in the park. Defining the specific details helps cue you to take action. Habit stacking. This is about linking a new habit with an existing one. Use the formula, after I, current habit, I will new habit. For example, after I pour my morning coffee, I'll read for 5 minutes. Pairing a new habit with something already established makes it easier to remember. Environment design. Arrange your environment to support your habits. For example, if you want to eat healthier, put healthy snacks in easy reach. The more visible and accessible a habit is, the more likely you are to do it. Conversely, if you want to break a habit, make cues for that habit invisible or inaccessible. The second law of behavior change is make it attractive. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure, so if a habit is enjoyable, we're more likely to repeat it. Here are some ways to make habits more appealing. Temptation bundling. This means pairing an action you want to do with one you need to do. For example, if you love listening to podcasts but need to exercise, you could only allow yourself to listen to podcasts while at the gym. This way, you make working out more attractive. Use social influence. We're naturally influenced by people around us. By surrounding yourself with people who have the habits you want, you'll find it easier to adopt those behaviors. Joining a group where your desired behavior is the norm, like a running club or a study group, can help you stay consistent. Reframe your mindset. Instead of thinking, I have to work out, change it to, I get to improve my health. Reframing your goals to be more positive makes habits feel like opportunities rather than chores. The third law is make it easy. The goal here is to reduce friction, so the desired habit requires as little effort as possible. Here are some techniques. Reduce the steps. If you want to read more, keep a book within arm's reach. Make the desired behavior the path of least resistance. The 2-minute rule. Make your habit so easy that it takes just 2 minutes to start. For instance, if you want to start exercising, Start with putting on your workout clothes or doing 2 minutes of stretching. This lowers the mental barrier to starting, and once you begin, it's often easier to keep going. Prime your environment. Prepare your environment to make it easier to follow through. For example, if you plan to work out in the morning, lay out your workout clothes the night before. By making everything ready, you reduce the need for decision-making. The fourth and final law is make it satisfying. A behavior needs to be rewarding for us to stick with it. Clear provides a few methods for adding immediate rewards. Use immediate rewards. Find small ways to reward yourself after completing a habit. For example, after finishing a workout, enjoy a smoothie or mark your progress on a calendar. Celebrating small wins helps reinforce the behavior. Don't break the chain. Use a habit tracker, like crossing off each day on a calendar when you complete your habit. This don't break the chain method is motivating because the visual streak is satisfying to maintain. Reflection and review. Review your habits regularly to see your progress. This allows you to appreciate the rewards of your consistent effort and adjust as needed. Monthly or weekly habit reviews help keep you motivated. In Atomic Habits, Clear also provides strategies for breaking bad habits. Here's how the 4 laws can be reversed to break an unwanted habit. Make it invisible. Remove cues for bad habits. If you're trying to reduce screen time, keep your phone out of sight or disable notifications. Make it unattractive. Reframe your perspective on the habit. Think about its negative impacts instead of immediate gratification. Make it difficult. Increase friction by adding steps. For example, if you're trying to stop eating junk food, keep it out of the house. Make it unsatisfying. Add a form of accountability, like telling a friend or setting up a consequence if you give in to the habit. One of the most powerful insights from Atomic Habits is the concept of identity-based habits. Clear argues that true change comes when we shift our identity. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, focus on who you want to become. For example, instead of setting a goal to run a marathon, adopt the identity of I am a runner. When your actions align with your identity, they feel natural. Identity-based habits reinforce your goals because they become part of who you are. To sum it up, building and breaking habits comes down to small, consistent actions that compound over time. Remember the 4 laws. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. And don't forget the power of identity-based habits. Focus on becoming the type of person who naturally does the habits you want. If you found these insights helpful, be sure to like and subscribe.